All right, so this is gonna be a kind of weird video since I usually just do knives, but I found a flashlight that covers a lot of things that I wanted, that I was looking for in a flashlight. It doesn't check all the boxes, but it's the closest I've found. So this is the particular flashlight I'm talking about. It's the Thrunite TN12, and I'll talk about what I've been looking for and how this covers most of the things. So just to start off, I wanted something that had just a mostly common battery, and this one has the 18650, and you can use any 18650 in it, which is something I wanted. So it's not like you have to use a particular brand or whatever. I wanted for it to be waterproof, and this is IPX8. It's 2 meters. And then for it to not to have a proprietary charger. So this is just a regular C cable, I mean. And so if I go somewhere and I forget the charger or something happens on my charger, I can just replace it easily. And in terms of modes, I wanted just a relatively high turbo and a relatively low moonlight. So I wanted for it to be able to last a super long time in case I wanted it to. And I wanted a moonlight that I could use that's low enough that it doesn't kill my night vision. So this one has 0.5, they call it Firefly, but it has a 0.5 lumen moonlight. So it works, has 1900 turbo, which is good enough for me. So now going to the actual button setup, and this is where I haven't been able to find anything like this. The other thing that's closest to it is that I know of is the Olight the Warrior 3S, I think, or something like that. But that one has a proprietary charging cable, and and I don't know if you can actually use other batteries other than their own. So I'm not too sure about the last one, but for that reason, and I don't like magnets on flashlights. That's the other thing. I work with steel and stuff like that, and it's kind of a mess. So, all right. So the button setup on this is, so it has 3 things you can get to just right off the bat, that you don't have to continuously press buttons. So you just have to press one button in a certain way and you'll get to it. So the first one is just, so if you want to go to just moonlight, so let's say you're walking and you do want some amount of light, but you don't want to kill your night sight, and you just want to go to moonlight. So you just press and hold the button and you get moonlight basically, and you can just turn it off. And if you want to go to, so there's 3 settings for this next one, and you get to choose them. So you can either choose high, medium, or low for this next button push. And the high is 550 lumens, the medium is 220, and the low is 50 lumens. So I usually just have it on 220 lumens. I don't like the light bouncing off of things and blinding me. I know it sounds like too much of an exaggeration, but if you're sitting in the middle of the night or just sitting around at night and you point 550 lumens at something, it is gonna for me at least, gonna leave it a bit of an after image. I don't like that. So I have it at 220 lumens, and for that one I just press the button once and it's there. So turn it off. So press the button once and it's there. And then to set that one, let's say, okay, I do want, for whatever reason, I want 550. I just turn it on, and then it cycles through if I hold on to the button. So you see it cycling through. So it goes 550, then so 550, 50, 220, 550, and it goes like that. So I'll just choose 550, turn it off, and then every time I press that button, it's going to be at 550. So see that? Right now, it's not going to leave an after image exactly, but when you haven't looked at light in a while, it will. So let's say if I want 50 lumens, it's there. So turn it on, turn it off. I still have access to my 0.5 lumens, turn it off, and I still have access to the 50 lumens. I'll put it back to, let's actually skip no, that was actually 220. So I'll leave it at 220. So one button push so far, I can get to moonlight, I can get to whatever setting I have in the middle, and then one push of the button, and that is turbo. So that is 1900 lumens. So if you're, and that one overrides anything. So this is what I like about it. So like, let's say I'm just using Moonlight, and for whatever reason I want to light up something, and I light it up. Let's say I have 220 lumens, I'm looking around, and I want to light up something, and I can. So it overrides anything, and it basically just, it's there whenever you want it. So right from off, you can get to those three things, and then you can just light up anything you want to with the turbo. So that to me is like perfect. Those settings, these settings are perfect. The amount of lumens are fine. So for Moonlight, it will run 37 days on the 18650 battery. So all that perfect, beautiful. And so just to show you like the difference, here is the Fenix. So this is what I used to have before, Fenix PD36R. Like, let's say you want to use it. It does have a few modes, and I'm not going to go through all of them. Oh, I'm used to this one. So this one, you have to turn it off from the back. Now it's on, and then you have to hold. You have to press the button, to go through to the different settings. So what sucks about this is, like, let's say you have it on a high setting, and you're walking at night. You want the lowest setting. You have to turn it on, and then you have to cycle through it, blind yourself, and then once you get to the lowest one, then you can use it. So unless I'm doing something wrong, let me know. But I don't like that. So you then, like, let's say you want the highest setting. Let's say you're in the middle somewhere, you hear something, and you want to see what it is. You basically have to cycle through it and then light it up. So yeah, I don't like having to go through a bunch of settings just to get to the one I want. I just want to have it like my main choices right away. So this has been fine so far, perfect. I'll show you in the end. I'll show you how it looks on just like outside of my little, I have this little shed right now, so you can see it. But I'm gonna go to this. The Nitecore basically works the same almost, from what I remember. It's been a while. So, but I brought this here because some of the features I would want on this one is, so a couple things. One thing is to get to turbo, to get to strobe on this one, which is 560 lumens, it's fine. The strobe is fine. I think that's high enough for me. You have to basically turn it on. All right, and you have to press this 3 times. All right, and then, so I don't like that. I want to have, personally, I would want to have it right back here. So I turn it on the highest setting, and then you can press it twice, and that would be ideal for me. And just have the strobe go after I press the back twice, after having it on already. That's one of the things I would change on this. The other thing I would change is I would actually want, I know I said the 18650 is like, for me, ideal because it's more common, but something that I like about that Nitecore did is, so they went with, this is the, what says 2150, but it's the 21700 battery, and they give you the option of actually, it comes with this little thing here, and you can scale it down to 18650, which is what I have right now here, and it'll work on both of these. So you just put this in here, makes it the same size as the battery comes with, and you can use it. So if they had this for this, that'd be like beautiful. So you have more choices, and you can still use the 18650, run it, whatever, and you'll have the bigger battery, so more life, and that would just be perfect. The Fenix uses the same 21700 battery, so, and they're not much thicker. So if I could have that choice, that'd be like beautiful. So yeah, it is a little bit thinner, but not by much. All right, so then just to show you how it looks just in darkness. Okay, so this is total darkness. Here's moonlight, so half a lumen, or firefly, whatever, but half a lumen. Here's the middle setting, that looks like 550, but I'm gonna cycle through it. So yeah, 50, 220, 550, and here's turbo. And then yeah, I'm gonna go back to normal. So that's the thing, put it back to 220. So that's the thing too. This thing actually heats up pretty quickly. It heats up faster than the Fenix. That's actually another thing I would want to change. So maybe a little bit more material towards the lens, a little bit more aluminum, slightly thicker. But other than that, yeah, it's been fine. I've had it for more than a year now, and it's actually like pretty cheap in comparison. So it's like 45 bucks, I think, or something like that, if you can find it. So yeah, well, like always, any suggestions or questions, let me know. Okay, bye.